Hello and welcome to this episode of the MainStreet Show. I'm your host, Josh Bachinsky, and today I'm sitting down with the Executive Director of the Ashland Mental Health and Recovery Board, David Ross. Thanks so much for sitting down with me today.
Thanks for having me.
First and foremost, could you take a moment to explain a bit about what the Ashland Mental Health and Recovery Board is?
Absolutely. There are 50 mental health and recovery boards in the state of Ohio. We are one of those, and we just serve Ashland County. And mental health and recovery boards are responsible for mental health and substance use services for the county. Now, we do that through three primary funding sources: federal and state and local taxpayer dollars. So we don't provide the services directly. A lot of people don't know that. We have to contract with certified and licensed agencies. They do the provision of the mental health and substance use services. So for our county, that is Appleseed Community Mental Health Center, Catholic Charities, Diocese of Cleveland, and then ACADA, A-C-C-A-D-A. The full name is a lot longer, but we don't like to tell people that because it's confusing. So just ACADA.
Awesome. Well, previously we spoke on 88.9 WRDL
Yes.
About the trainings that you guys offer. Could you take a minute to talk about what those trainings are?
Absolutely. Question, Persuade, and Refer, QPR is how it's commonly known. It's one of the most popular suicide prevention programs really in the country, and we've been doing that on campus here for years now, and it is very exciting to partner with the university to do that. It really just helps anybody here on campus, and again, students, it could be faculty and staff, learn the basics on what to look for, what to listen for somebody who might be struggling, and then give them the confidence and the tools to intervene, to basically ask the question, are you thinking about harming yourself? And then equip them with some of the local resources here on campus and in the community to help that person get the help that they need and hopefully to save a life.
Perfect. Well, I understand you guys recently held a suicide prevention awareness walk in September. We talked about that on the radio. Could you talk a bit about how that happened?
Yeah, it was a wonderful event. For the first time in many, many years, there was a light rain, but we still had over 173 people that walked with us that day. And that came about because we wanted to draw attention to the issue, obviously, and walks are a good way to do that. And again, it really represented the partnership we have here with the university. So we started at Upper Convo, ended at Upper Convo. We had a lot of students walking with us. The wellness team was integral in making the event possible. And, you know, the new president was actually there for a large portion of the programming, and I think he enjoyed himself, and it was nice to be able to include him in that event, since it is such a, I think, impactful event for both the community and the university.
Perfect. Are there any other events that we can look forward to in the near future?
Absolutely. We have a conference that we'll be having here on campus at Upper Convo. It's called the RSVP Conference. It stands for Respect, Success, Value, and Purpose. And what we do with that conference is invite in usually some big name speakers. I cannot reveal it to you right now, but we're in contract right now, negotiations with the speaker. But it's an idea that we continue to talk about how can we best help folks that are struggling with mental health and substance use issues. And we don't do the same old, same old. We really try to bring in speakers that approach that issue from maybe not the mainstream view. So what I mean by that is not so much what is a focus on a medical model, use of psychiatric medications, but alternatives, whether that is better nutrition, health, exercise, etc. There's different ways we can help folks that might be struggling, even with severe emotional stress.
Perfect. And what kind of preparation goes into getting those events off the ground?
A lot of planning. It takes a lot of work, whether that was for the walk or for RSVP, any of our events. We try to pull together a small group of individuals that can help us contact the speakers, plan the venue. All those things take a lot of work. Nobody knows about it. It's kind of like doing this program. There's a lot of folks behind the scenes that people don't see, but if you don't have those folks doing it, the events just don't come off well.
Right. And then before we concluded this interview this afternoon, is there anything else that you wanted to kind of highlight?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to folks that, you know, the Mental Health and Recovery Board, even though we don't provide direct services, we are a great source of information about our community. If you need to know anything about what's going on in Ashland County around mental health or substance use services, we just encourage folks to call us at our 419-281-3139 number. And again, because I really enjoyed being on the program with you, I brought you one of our famous stress cows.
Oh, perfect.
This is for you. If you're feeling like you need it, maybe recording this show, that is your stress cow that you can utilize. We gave those out at the fair this year, the Ashland County as well as the Loudonville Street Fair. They were a smash success. So that is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Absolutely. Thanks.
And that is all for this edition of the Main Street Show here on AUTV. Be sure to follow us across all social media at AUTV Ashland. I'm Josh Bachinsky. Thanks for tuning in.